New York are in town for the Electric Ireland Corn and MacLeinn semi-final. They're back again. They have been here every year for about 4 or 5. In fact, I remember they played here at DCU. Must be longer than that ago, and we weren't live streaming in those days, and they played on the back pitch here, and they were well beaten in those days, and we didn't really see them cutting much mustard at this competition, but they've certainly changed that over the years. They won the Shield in 2022, then they won this competition, the whole competition outright, the Cup in 2023 and 2024, and last year they went for what they called the three-peat, but they were beaten in the final that year. So they've been in the final 3 years in a row, and they're looking to get there for a 4th year in a row. So it's New York against MIC Thurles in the Electric Ireland Corn and MacLeinn semi-finals. A winner to play Edge Hill Liverpool John Moores combination, who won earlier. And I'm going to start giving off here because New York, I'm very surprised at them. Maybe they've new people in charge this year, but they have not stuck to the team in the programme, which I had written out very nicely, and they have changed it all around at the last minute. So my page is an absolute dog's dinner. Only 2 of the players are actually in the positions that I had down according to the match programme, and that's not like New York to tell us that at the last minute and write it out on a list where you can't read it off or do commentary off. So I've had to scribble it all out very, very quickly and rescue the situation. And I don't know why it's happened 3 or 4 times this week with quite a few of the teams. They put it in the match programme and it's nowhere near what they might be, a 1 to 15. And then some of them have stuck to the numbers anyway, and others have done completely new numbers. And that's what New York have done. So they are not even wearing the numbers that were in the programme. So if you're looking at the programme trying to follow this, I'm afraid you may forget it, because the numbers are all completely different. Now I think we're going to have the anthems. So yeah, I can just about hear one of them in the distance, so I'll stop talking. The Star-Spangled Banner to be followed by a rendezvous. A segue between the 2 anthems there, and now we're ready for the game. But let me give you the teams as I have them, and also tell you that on the live chat on YouTube we'll be keeping an eye on that. And one person, Emmett, wants to know if the New York team is made up of students. It's made up of homegrown young American students out there in colleges there in New York. So the New York team, as I say, I'm not happy with them at all, but I've worked it out, and I'll try to follow the commentary and the play for you. So in goals, Ryan Corrigan. I should have known. He was named at number 2 in the match programme, and he's been the goalkeeper for years, and yes, he is in goal. So Ryan Corrigan in goals, 2 Cormac Murphy, 3 Oisin Fay, 4 Declan Hughes, 5 Adam Smith, 6 Aaron Traynor, 7, Ian Kavanagh at midfield. Ronan Melly, 8, and Ryan Scanlon, 9. 10 is Fakeram Mathers. 11, Garrod Kennedy. 12, Ryan Shalvey. 13, Tiernan McLaughlin. 14, Jack Gleeson. And 15, Shay McElligott. That's their team. MIC Thurles, John Kearney in goals, or Carney in goals from Neil in Kerry. 2, Mark Sheehan from Rathkeale. 3, Oliver Corbett from Adair. 4, James O'Sullivan from Galbally and Limerick. Let's go with the play. I'll give you the players' names, the rest of them, as we go on, because New York have possession right away with Ronan Melly there at number 8 coming over towards us here and then filtering it back. So it's New York, of course, in the blue. And they have the Stars and Stripes banner over on the far side there, and there's sunshine on that and on that part of the ground in the clubhouse over there. The rest of us not in the sunshine as it falls over to our right, and the lights are on here, so no doubt by the end of this game they'll be very well needed. And it's the corner forward coming to take possession now. That's Shay McElligott. He's one of the players who has been around this team and has made many trips to Ireland, along with the likes of Garrod Kennedy and Ryan Shalvey and those sort of boys. They've been part of this team for years, and part of the very successful years indeed. Now, is that number 17 over there as well? That could confuse things even more. Was that 17 running around over on that far side? I'll try and check that for you in a second. That would be another change to all the changes that I've written out. Might have been a last minuter. Oh, that's a good ball popped in there by Adam Smith, and a chance here for the full forward trying to bowl his way through Gleeson, and it looks like he's been fouled, and the referee, Tom Curran, who's from Dublin, comes in, and what's he awarded here? It's a free in. Yeah, so the MIC Thurles team to finish it off then. 5 is Aaron Ryan from the Nair in Waterford. 6, Owen Hogan from St Lomans in Westmeath. 7, Matthew Gibbons from Turmacady in Mayo. Midfield, they have Jack McCarthy wearing 8 from Mungret St Paul's in Limerick, as Tiernan McLaughlin gives New York the lead. Aaron Trim is wearing 9 from Buttevant in Cork. 10, Ronan Healy from St Patrick's in Carlow. 11, Dara Carey from Listowel. 12, Pater Kelleher from Fossa in Kerry, Clifford Country. 13, Dara Kelly from Currow and Kerry. 14, Michael McCarthy from Youghal and Cork. And 15, Philip O'Doherty from St Eunan's and Donegal. Some distance between those two last players from Youghal and Letterkenny. But that's what you get in colleges, and that's what MIC Thurles have. Now, the referee has spotted something, and he's given a free in here. And now, what is this? Is it on the 13-metre line? Did I miss something there? I'm quite sure what that was. It's usually if there's a breach or a bit of indiscipline or something, but that looked like just in general play. Maybe he spotted a tug or something, but it's an easy point for MIC Thurles, and they get on the board 1 point each, and an easy conversion for the number 15, the Donegal man I was telling you about, O'Doherty. Doherty, a big name and various types of names like McLaughlin and O'Doherty up in Derry, Donegal, up in that area. I think I remember one time someone telling me there was 18 different spellings of McLaughlin, believe it or not. Anyway, back to the play. 7 is Matthew Gibbons for MIC Thurles in the white, playing from left to right. 1 point each in this Electric Ireland Corner MacLeinn semi-final. Some of the ground in sunshine, but most of it not. But after the weather we've had, we'll take it. Cool, obviously, but no great breeze at the moment. Although I'm just checking the tricolour over to the left, and yeah, there is probably more of a breeze than I realise here out in the play, and it would be in favour of the Irish homegrown team. That's MIC Thurles in the first half. Dara Kerry now from Listowel and Kerry plays a nice ball down into the corner. Kelleher looking for it, doesn't get it. Instead, Michael McCarthy goes the other way and plays it inside to Gibbons. And now a goal chance. Oh, and it's blocked on the line. That was a close one. Might end up in the net, and does end up in the net at the second time of asking. And it was a big fella at the far post there. He seemed to get a touch on it. Was it the corner forward again? Philip O'Doherty, I think it was, from St Eunan's, all the way from Letterkenny, studying in Thurles and getting a goal here. 1-1 to a point. And the Have I got it completely wrong? I'm just realising they put it up on the scoreboard that goal was from New York. Have I got it mixed up? I thought New York were in the blue. Okay, forget it, everything I've said. Start again. Oh, you can't. We're live. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I was pretty sure New York wore blue most years, but no, I do remember them getting new jerseys last year. All right, so that must have been Shane MacLeinn then who got the goal. And it's New York leading 1-1 to 1. I've done New York every year. You thought I'd known better. Well, that must be MIC. Thurles then going for a goal at the other end. And they put it wide. So 1-1 to a point for New York. Yeah, I've just got a message from Sean Price that I didn't notice telling me the team is mixed up New York, Iron White. Just read that a little bit too long, but I've got it now. Thanks, everybody. So New York's goalkeeper, Ryan Corrigan, as he's been for as long as I can remember, actually. Part of the successful 2 in a row, the back-to-back boys. Thurles coming forward. This is Kelleher to Dara Kelly. And that is their number 17. Getting a nice score at the end of it. I was wondering because he gave me a team. And it was all different. 17 then for Thurles. Reaching into the bag is James Sheridan from Lavey and Cavan with that score. 1-1 to New York, 2 points to MIC Thurles then. Corrigan. He's looking for Ryan Scanlon in the middle, but Thurles get it. Aaron Ryan. 9 is Aaron Trim. Kelleher involved as well. That's the number 12 there, you see. Gets it again. Gets it back from Ryan. And back to Trim. Corkman. Over to Gibbons from Termacady and Mayo. So a good start then for New York. This is Jack McCarthy. And off he goes. Runs into trouble though. Is it a free? Yeah, it was just at the end there. And they claim that they were innocent. But there was a tug there at the end. And it's going to be a free and should be an easy enough task for Aaron Ryan, who's come forward to take it, to bring it back to a 1-point game, and he does. So you're very welcome on the live chat there. We're almost up to 400 devices, which is great. And yeah, everybody there is telling me as well about the colour situation. Thanks for that. They get it again with the number 17. I was telling you about the man from Lavey and Cavan. He scored 1 already. Will he be happy with going for a point? He goes for goal, and it's blocked down, and it was the fullback. It was the fullback, the number 3, Oisin Fay, who got in the way, and then the goalkeeper there as well. So New York surviving that one. But it was good intent, wasn't it, by James Sheridan. Had to go for goal there, and why not? That's what we want to see. Good goal action, exciting action in this game. New York usually bring that to the party. This is Cormac Murphy from the St Barnabas Club, and they seem to be the most represented in the panel this year. In fact, I've only seen one, I think, from Rockland, and that is Ian Kavanagh. No, it's not. That's Ryan Shalvey, number 12. He's been around this team, and I think it was his brother Colm as well, Colm Shalvey as well. So a lot of the lads we've seen over the years, Brian Coughlin and the boys, and I'm sure they're keeping an interest in watching on and wishing they were here too. This is Ian Kavanagh. He's from Barnabas, to be clear. St Barnabas. Feeds that in nicely to Fiacre Mathers. He's from Shannon Gales. That's a dangerous one across. He might get another goal here. Blocked on that occasion, as it was the previous time, but at the second time of asking, Shane MacLeinn got in and got the goal. Thurles survived, so goal chances at both ends in the last couple of minutes. This is Ryan. That's a good accurate ball over the top as well, and nicely taken. Just landed perfectly for him, and it's trim. And that's intercepted, but there was a foul there, so it's going to be a free for Thurles. Chance for an equaliser, but it's a fair enough distance out. One to 3. Just steps into the D and puts it wide to the left. So yeah, the Celtics involved as well, obviously, and Rangers, believe it or not. Yeah, if you don't know the scene there, there's New York Rangers and New York Celtics. So Celtic and Rangers on the represented in the New York team here, but they're under pressure at the minute. This is Ryan again, who's been very prominent in the game so far. Oh, it's intercepted though, and a chance here for New York to hit them on the counter. That's good play by Ian Kavanagh, good composed play. He just didn't kick it in, he put it through the hands. And this is the full forward Jack Gleeson now, and Jack trying to get clear, and does get clear. This could be a super point if he gets it over. Is it over? No, it's wide. Looked from here like it might be over, but it wasn't. Just check actually where Jack Gleeson's from for you. Jack is, see the numbers as I say all over the place. I'm trying to find it here. Yeah, Jack Thomas Gleeson actually. He's St Barnabas as well. Thurles get it on the break. Ronan Healy did well. Midfielder Jack McCarthy was number 8, and this is Ryan. I told you he's been playing well, and he's now looking for the equaliser and gets it. That was a really good score from start to finish. And Aaron Ryan from the Nair in Waterford has been the most outstanding player on the field so far in this game. We're level. The goal wiped out, or at least levelled, if you know what I mean. Kick out could be intercepted. No. Good strong play to keep possession there by Faker Mathers, and that's a great ball forward as well. There's room here. They're through. It's Ryan Shalvey, the only Rockland man, from a tricky angle, and it's just gone to the left this time. That's 2 shots in a minute from almost the same position, and both going wide, one on either side of the posts. But a good even game here, isn't it? And you know it's going to go all the way, this one here. Teams playing good football, good attractive attacking football, and just going for it. They don't want to defend too much. And certainly under the new rules, it's not really advisable anyway. New York did get a bit defensive for a year or two, or you could say really organised and more savvy. But now they have a nice mixture. They get it out to Ryan Scanlon. Ryan out to Kavanagh. Scanlon is another from the Celtics, by the way. That's a good ball played in. And I think that's Gleeson. It is Gleeson, and he is the target man, no doubt about that. And that's really well moved around. This is great football, and they have managed to carve out a chance for Gleeson. And he takes that chance and puts New York back into the lead. And the goalkeeper for Thurles is John Carney. Kerry Mann from Nagale, or is it Naniel? It's depending on the pronunciation or where you are. Puts it out to the right, but that's good bustling play by Ronan Melly. He's from the Rangers club in New York. Ryan being followed now. Maybe they sent on an instruction there to follow that guy, and it's number 12, Ryan Shalvey, who's following, and I'm just watching them just off camera there. And indeed, Ryan, as I say, has been the main player in the game, and I think they've maybe sent on word for him to follow him everywhere he goes and get in his way, and that's exactly what he's doing there now, although trying to stop this man as well. You might see Thurles. Oh, blowing for over carrying. Referee right on the spot there, and they take it back. Take it quickly as they can, of course, as is the want these days. Mathers, well, he's held there. And the referee gives advantage to him, though, because he now gets free. It's a good ball forward to the corner forward, Tiernan MacLeinn, but he's got a few men around. Now the referee brings it all the way back for the free that he could have given earlier, but let it see how it developed, and now he's going to bring it back. So a second chance for the young Americans. So what is it at 5 o'clock now, so midday in the Big Apple. I hope we've got a lot of people watching the game out there. That's a good ball in, and it's found MacLeinn again. MacLeinn scoops it up for Mathers. It's going to drop in front of the keeper, and he deals with that easily enough. 1-2 plays 4 then. A little bit of sunshine seems to have gone now, but we have the lights on here at DCU in the north side of Dublin City, Glasnevin area. And that's stolen away for New York, and it's opened up as well. There's a chance here. It's good speedy play by Aaron Traynor from the Celtics. And that's going to drop into the keeper, I think, and they'll be disappointed to do that a couple of times in a row. And indeed, the coach down below me turned as if to say, darn, we've done that again, or whatever it is he say now in American language. This is Philip O'Doherty, the man I thought had scored a goal, the Donegal man. It was the other 15. Strong tackling there by Kavanagh on Doherty. And they get it now with MacLeinn. That's great play, and gets it to Fiachra Mathers, and he's still supporting him as well. There's a good ball in. It's a one-on-one, and the big fella Gleeson wins it and tries to turn his man Michael Murphy style. He's fouled and gets his free. That's good strong play all over the field, winning the ball and going forward as well there. They are always strong physically and good athletes, the New York collegiate lads. I mentioned Aaron Traynor, so I'm going to mention the management. Aidan Traynor is in there, and Michael Smith, Barry Dalton, Philip Hughes, and Mary Irwin McPhelan. I know the lads were in Croke Park the other night for the Sigerson Cup final, so they just don't obviously come over for the game. They're hopefully enjoying their trip. A lot of changes, clearly, over the years. It's always different every year, but there are a lot of lads there. There was a crux of the team have been there for those 2 Corner MacLeinn victories, and now not so many of them left, but hopefully from their point of view they'll still be prevalent in this competition, and they're certainly competing well so far today, and will be from what we've seen. Considering where they came from, they were quite raw initially, but then to win 2 in a row and go for a 3 in a row, and now they're looking for 4 finals in a row. So serious progress, and a lot of it is about the pathway for these lads and the development of football over there. The pathway from CYC at the start, and then the likes of the Fela, and then playing on this kind of a team, and then hopefully through to the New York senior men's football team. Chance here for Thurles though to get a goal. It's a one-on-one on the keeper, and he finishes it, and it's a goal for Thurles to put them in front in this game. It was well worked all the way through, nice passing, and they had a man over, and the man who finished it was the midfielder Aaron Trim, a Cork man from Buttevant, and it's 1-4 to 1-3. Corrigan's kick out. And that was a bit of a push on the back there, right in front of the goalkeeper, or in front of the referee from the goalkeeper's kick out, and that was Ryan Scanlon who went for it, and now it's been drilled by Garrod Kennedy all the way in there. They're looking for Gleeson again. He's the new bear in the square. It used to be Brian Coughlin, but now it's this man Gleeson. He takes a lot of stopping. He does brilliantly and is given advantage there, but he still managed to get the ball away, and they might get a point out of it. Have they got it? Do they need the free? Is it over the bar? Let's wait for the signal. It's a point. That was great from the full forward, and he really is the target man in there, and it levels at 1-4 to 1-4. Broken in the middle of the field and won by New York, and they get it to Ryan Scanlon. They've become a lot more savvy, as I say, over the years, and it's usually around the dirty ball situations. They know how to scrap in there, and they know the finer points of the game and getting vital possession. They're often very good with the ball, but then would be caught out. But not so much anymore. These boys know what they're about. They've learnt from being here every year, so the development has been slow and very definite. That's Kavanagh making good progress. Gerard Kennedy is going to go for it, and that could be a 2-pointer, but it's gone just to the right and wide. So level scores. And a good lively game. Kearney, the goalkeeper. I hesitate to call him Kearney because it depends where you are in the country. Sometimes it's Carney. I know down around Wexford it would be Carney. He's from Kerry, so it could be Carney. But Kearney is the spelling. This is Pater Kelleher from Fossa, down in Kerry as well. Clifford Country. Adam Smith. And there's a man down injured, and the referee is going to hold up the play now because it looks like some kind of a head injury, so best to halt the play. So the audience is up there on live chats. I'm just checking to 435 devices on YouTube tuned into the game, and that obviously there's going to be more people than that. There's maybe families or groups out in New York or around the States watching the game. I'm just told on the messages, this is the beauty of the live chat. I'm told that Aaron Ryan, who is the number 5, who I've been complimenting for MIC Thurles, he played in the semi-final of the Ryan Cup earlier today. That's impressive. And he's got the Ryan Cup final tomorrow as well. And he started really, really brightly in this game. That's impressive. That's unfortunate. It looks like a wrist injury, doesn't it? And it looks like he's going to have to retire from this game. So a change for New York right at the start. And the big fella, he'd been playing so well, and he's obviously going to be very disappointed with that, but unable to continue. He looks in a lot of pain. Some injuries you can shrug off, but that doesn't look like one that you can shrug off. And you have to feel sorry for Ryan Scanlon there. So he's been replaced by number 18. And I'll give you his name in a second, but let's follow the play here because Gerard Kennedy has it from St. Barnabas. His dad is Mike, Tipperary man from Tumavara. Been here every year, Gerard, and his dad was the chair a few years ago as well, I remember. Now this is the sub who's ended the play, number 18 for New York. I promised you his name, and I have to double check it from a different source because I can't go with the match program. It's the wrong one. Here's Gerard Kennedy going for another 2-pointer. Drops it short this time, and the goalkeeper juggles it a little bit, but still deals with it. So I'm going to go to the list of bit of paper I was given. 18, Lorcan Kennedy. He's played before, I know that name. New York still in possession here then. Lorcan Kennedy, New York Rangers. Gleeson has come out the field a little bit. I said he was a target man inside, but now he's come out, but he's lost possession, and MIC Thurles looking to get it back, and they do. And they go with a solo and go and try to punish New York, who have a lot of men committed into attack. They're rushing to get back, including the other midfielder, Melly, but here come MIC Thurles, and he might get something out of this. It's Ryan playing his second game in a day. Oh, he can hurl. He can play football as well. He played in the Ryan Cup semi-finals earlier on, and he started really brightly. He's been the best player in the game so far, and he's just scored the score of the game as well. That's a brilliant goal for MIC Thurles in the first half here against New York in the Electric Ireland Corner MacLeinn Cup. Super goal, 2-4 to 1-4. And they're on a bit of a roll here. This is their number 8. This is Jack McCarthy from Mungret St. Paul's. That's a Limerick club. This is Sheridan from Cavan. And he's been very lively. That was a lovely drop with the shoulder. And that's his second point. And remember, he had the goal chance as well. So he's contributed richly. And it's now a 4-point lead. 1-1 in a matter of seconds. And MIC Thurles get it again, and there's a New York man down as well. I think it's Oisin Fay. MIC Thurles with 1-1 on the about a minute, looking to add to that. They've got it to Sheridan. Second point for him. One off the right and then one off the left from close range that time to make it 2-6. And all of a sudden, a 5-point lead has opened up. So New York, they've been rocked by losing their midfielder. And now they've been set back as well by conceding a goal and 2 points. And they've another man down as well. This is not a good spell for the Americans. So I mentioned the management of New York, so I'm going to mention the management of MIC Thurles as well, now that I've got a break. Shane Griffin, Charlie McGeever, Shane Stapleton and Cian Daly. And New York, the rest of the players now who, this is going to be a bit difficult to do because I had it all written out and it was all wrong, but I'm just going to have to pick out who I can name in the subs who isn't out there. So Anthony McPhelan from Barnabas is in the subs. Tyg O'Neill from Celtics. Liam Spillane from St Barnabas. And who else? Jack Donohoe, he's Celtics as well. He's there. Michael Croak from Celtics. Matthew Gallagher. And Connor Michael Hatton from St Barnabas. Christopher Kennedy from New York Rangers. And I think that's mentioned everybody who's here on the trip from New York. On the break, New York get it with the sub who come in, Lorcan Kennedy. Well, there's a test for them here, but they've come through a lot of tests over the years. It will not faze them. They'll keep playing their game, and this is good play from Kennedy. Knows not to go into trouble there, so just comes back out again. They adapted well over the years to the way the game was played, and I'm sure they're enjoying the new rules as well, and have adapted to them. Ronan Melly gives it to Shalvey in a difficult angle if he's thinking about shooting. Now they are caught. They do carry it into the tackle and have to feed it out, and MIC Thurles have got the decision. New York, I'm just watching off camera, making a few switches at the back. There was one of their players, yeah, he was off the field, of course, because he was injured there. That was Oisin Fay, and now he's come back in. Aaron Traynor had stepped in there for him to deputise, and now he comes out to the centre half back sort of position. Hogan now to Healy for MIC Thurles. There's a cool breeze blowing from left to right into the faces of MIC Thurles as Hogan gets it again. He's from St Lomans, that's in Westmeath, and Mullingar. Oh, New York get it. Oh, but they've lost it as soon as they get it, and instead it's Philip O'Doherty, the Donegal man, and he feeds a lovely ball through. There's another goal chance here for MIC Thurles. Tough challenge comes in at the end just to put him off balance, but not enough to stop him getting the score. 2-7. It opens up now to a 6-point lead. A goal and 3 points in succession for MIC Thurles to put them in command. Corrigan looks for Garrod Kennedy. And they get it on the break, but it goes over the line. And it's Thurles ball. New York are saying it's theirs, and I think they might have some justification in that. And the referee gives it the right way now. Tom Curran makes the right decision. Or is it? No, he's just taking them back to the right place. So Garrod from St Barnabas, a veteran at this stage of the Electric Ireland Corner MacLeinn Cup. He's saying to the manager to get out of the way. And yeah, the referee's going to move it on. Bit of silly stuff going on there. And it results in the ball being moved forward. And that's the right way to do it under the new rules. And getting on with the game. And Garrod sets it down. They're going to bring the goalkeeper all the way up for this. You don't see that too much these days. But Ryan Corrigan fancies this one. Another veteran of the games here. He's been the constant goalkeeper over the glory years, if you like, the halcyon days for New York here. He's trying to put a bit of a divot here in the Astro. Good luck with that, but he knows what he's doing. I'm sure they play in the Astro a lot in New York. He plays for the Shannon Gales. Fancies this one. It'll be a curler in from the right, a bit like the boomerang one we saw last night. But no, he's actually struck that almost too straight and too left. He could have done with that to get them back on some sort of scoring terms at least. They haven't scored for a while now. It was 1-4 to 1-4. Now it's 2-7 to 1-4. So Thurles in control here at the minute. 2 number 8s go for it. And the big fella Melly went for it and was fouled. So they get to take this one quickly. Ian Kavanagh looking to put it in there. They don't go for it this time, even though they have Gleeson inside again. But I think MIC Thurles have copped onto that a little bit. They haven't left him in a one-on-one. They have an extra man in there. This is Kavanagh for New York, but not really going anywhere. So has to come back to Mathers. They're still going to go along the line, Kavanagh and Mathers. And he's still going. That's great play, but intercepted in the end. It was a bit too close in there. And is that half time? It must be. Yeah, half time already. Well, that half flew. That was entertaining. It was 1-4 to 1-4, and we had a good game on. But then MIC Thurles got a goal, 3 points, and the midfielder had to go off for New York, so that was a blow to them, and it seemed just to affect the team for a little while. So they find themselves 6 down now, so they're going to have to regroup at half time. We're going to take a bit of a break. MIC Thurles going over to the dressing rooms at the far side, so it could be another 7 or 8 minutes before we come back with the second half. Perfect timing for the start of the second half then, as New York look to get back into this game after losing their midfielder through injury in the first half, and we wish him well. There's a direct ball in, and it's well won by the number 13 Tiernan MacLeinn coming out. Oh, what a super score is it? Wait for the signal, wait for the signal. There it is. What a perfect start to the second half. Well, they needed to go in and regroup, I was saying, and they have certainly done that, New York. They've certainly done that and scored in the first 10 seconds. It's exactly what they needed after going 6 behind. They certainly have lots of heart. We've seen that over the years, and they are showing that again, and they'll try and get back and do that for their teammate, who's had to go off injured. That's disappointing for him on his trip, but maybe they could brighten him up a little bit by winning this one, coming back. And definitely they seem to be affected by him going off, but that's a good start to the second half. Not only the point, but that turnover at the back there as well. Now they get it to the man who came on for him. This is Lorcan Kennedy, and he's a nice footballer there. You can see soloing with the left and then passing it with the right. These lads are good natural Gaelic footballers, and they've been well coached and trained down the years in their clubs and when they reach this level as well. And then they've learnt by their visits here how to play the game the right way, the finer parts of it. Kennedy again looking for a bit of movement there, and he's tackled by O'Doherty though, and the Donegal man has turned it over, has he? No, Gerard Kennedy is going to go win it back for New York and give it to Kennedy again. The two Kennedys. As I say, he's a nice player, but it's been stolen away from him there. And that 17 is Sheridan, who is wearing 17, but he started the game, and he certainly made an impact in the first half as well. 6 is Owen Hogan. And this is Aaron Ryan playing his second game today, a hurling game and a football game. It's half time, by the way. Oh, they're calling a breach, are they? They're calling a breach, I'm looking to see, and there is. Well, no, the number 18, Lorcan Kennedy, is standing with his arms up to say, look, I'm inside the half. It is not that easy to see, because the halfway line is only marked by one short-ish line of about maybe 3 or 4 metres. So a little bit tricky to see, and the rest of it in a bit of a shade. They were claiming it, and he was saying, look, I'm okay. Yeah, at half-time they played some music here, and the people at DCU, obviously, we're looking for a few American-themed tracks, so they played Sweet Home Alabama. Not quite New York. They didn't play New York, New York, but we'll take it. Or Born in the USA might be appropriate for these lads, all homegrown New York lads who've acquitted themselves so well over the last few years. But can they make the final this year? They're really up against it here, especially MIC Thurles are going well at the minute. Now, that was a block. I'm not sure if he took that in the face or the side or whatever, but it was a brave enough block. But the shot was coming in, and it was actually the fullback who took that, Oisin Fay from Shannon Gales, getting in the way bravely. And the shot on the end going wide, so remains just 1 point scored in the second half. Ryan Corrigan in a bit of a hurry to take this one. Hasn't got the same midfielder he had in the first half, but he has got Gleeson there, number 14, who's come out around the middle, and that's brave work by him to get down there, and he looks to take it quickly, but the ball wouldn't come up for him. But Gerard Kennedy takes it, but that's good ball winning. And strong play, as I say, by Gleeson, Jack Thomas Gleeson. He's dangerous in full forward, he's dangerous out the field as well, effective. Tiernan MacLeinn. Back to Kennedy. He very much is the playmaker there. 2-footed. That's good strong play by Ronan Melly. And it breaks down, but illegally so. It's going to be a free in and a chance for New York to get their second score of the half and just eat into that MIC Thurles lead. Thurles throwing in a sub now. 21 going into the play for them. I'm trying to work out who that is. I've got various bits of paper now, the way things have been thrown at me. So I'm going to figure it out. I'm trying to see who went off as well. It's actually Dara Kelly who went off from Currow and Kerry. As that one goes over the bar, I think. Yeah, it is. On the, what number did I say? 21, was it? He's just turned, I think, it caught 21. But 21 for MIC Thurles. It's Oisin Hayes from Davidstown Court Nacuddy in Wexford. One in the middle of the field by the centre half-back Aaron Traynor from the Celtics club for New York. Well, they've started well in the second half. Now the referee is going to bring this one right into the 13. I'm looking around to see what happened in there. Now this happened in the first half as well. He looked to take it quickly and was pushed behind the referee's back, but he's got it set up for a free here. It wasn't a breach, but maybe in the first half there was something I didn't spot either. It might have been maybe a player being held or something inside. But it is a free for New York, which Shea McElligott will put over the bar, and that will make it 3 in a row. So the comeback is on from New York, and they're lining up a replacement to come into the play as well. I'll just wait to see Shea put this over the bar, which he does. 22's coming in now. Oh, I have to get another bit of paper now because the numbers in the programme do not apply. I have to find the bit of paper that they give me just before the game. New York. Where is that one now? It's a different list again. Changed all the numbers again. I can't tell you. It's 12 is going off for New York. That's Ryan Shalvey. So 22 is on, and a bit of positional switching as well. So he's going into the right corner forward position, the 22, who is Jack Donoghue. And Jack is from the Celtics. So 3 in it, 2-7 to 1-7. New York back in the game, back in business. And won brilliantly around the middle of the field. And he calls the mark even though he fell on the ground. And that's broken. They were looking to bring Mathers into the play, but MIC Limerick got it. Now what have they got? Can they respond? That's played in by Aaron Trim. And that's well won in there as well. It's good strong play for them now. O'Doherty, and is he going to land it? It looks like it's going to the left, and it is. Unlucky. Unlucky, but they remain scoreless in the second half, Thurles. 6-point lead down to 3, and there's a bit more about this New York team. They've been winning a lot of the kickouts, even though they lost their big midfielder to injury. Corrigan's kickout. Won again in the middle of the field by Gleeson. Not for the first time. Now he plays it in, and there's a one-on-one in here. There's a chance for New York. Good running off the shoulder. It's Kavanagh coming in at speed, and that's well played. There is a goal chance on here. Maybe it's gone just now, but strong play. And this is the sub we came in a few minutes ago, feeding it back out sensibly to Shea McElligott. And they'll just try again. They didn't quite get to the position where they would pull the trigger, so they've had to come back out again. Good running off the ball there, by the way, by McLaughlin to try and create an angle. And you know what? He left a bit of space out here. And that space has been taken up by Mathers, but good defending for MIC Thurles. And they clear. Kelleher involved, and Owen Hogan again at centre half back. Now Ronan Healy. He's from the St Patrick's Club in Carlow. This is Mark Sheehan from Rathkeelan Limerick, number 2. Ryan looking to take it again. Still plenty of running in him, even though he's on his second game of the day. That's an interesting ball played all the way in there to look for Michael McCarthy. And he does well, McCarthy. Can he get the first score of the second half for his team? No, great block. Fabulous play there by Cormac Murphy from the St Barnabas Club in New York. And they really have a lot more about them in the second half. A lot of determination, a lot of blocks, and they've stopped Thurles from scoring at all in the second half. And they're closing the gap. They're on the comeback. This is Declan Hughes, the number 4 for New York. And Declan, to give you his club, is Celtics. Thurles get their players back. I'm just watching the 3 who stayed up, and O'Doherty looked like he was running as if he might create a breach or commit a breach, and then he seemed to realise and stopped. That was well won back for Thurles. I think that was Dara Kerry back there, the Kerry man from Listowel. So they've stopped the rot a little bit in the last few minutes, Thurles. This is a great run by Owen Hogan. Super player. To his midfielder, Trim, Kerry and Cork. and Westmeath all combining around the middle of the field there for them, and now it's New York who have dropped in. 2-7-1-7. Electric Ireland Corner MacLeinn Cup semi-final. The last game here on the Friday, day 3 of 4 at these Electric Ireland Higher Education Finals Championships, semi-finals and finals. 3 more finals tomorrow maybe. We'll definitely be streaming 1, maybe 2 of them if we can get that sorted out for you. O'Doherty now for MIC Thurles, still without a score in the second half. Passing the ball around a lot, but when they go to shoot, there's been some terrific, brave blocking from the New York lads, so they haven't been able to get a score. But still, they have that 3-point lead. Chance here for MIC. Can they get the shot away? There's another block goes in, and it was enough to put him off, and it goes wide. A lot of hard work in the second half here by New York, and it's been very effective so far. Gleeson goes for it, the big fella, and at the second time as well, O'Doherty goes for it, and he still wins it. That's great play by Gleeson. He is a bustling player and plays a lovely ball in as well. That's a terrific ball, and there's a chance here. They're through, and it's Ronan Melly, the big midfielder. Then the sub, is it in? It is. It's a goal for New York. They are level. Brilliant second half. Now the line here are not happy about something. I don't know what it was, but it's definitely a goal, and it's a goal for New York, and they have drawn level. I said they've great heart, and they have shown that in this second half, and I'd say they're doing it for their midfielder Ryan Scanlon, who had to go off injured, and Ryan is maybe able to watch it on a stream wherever he is. Hopefully he is, and hopefully this is lifting his depression maybe a little bit. But here come MIC Thurles again with Ryan. But coming back there to intercept is Gerard Kennedy. He's been down this road a few times, and they've dug out some terrific results over the last 3 or 4 years, New York. Could this be another one from 6 points down? Full credit to them. They got a point 10 seconds into the second half, and now they've got back level when that seemed unlikely. Combination of fantastic defending and taking the chances when they get them as well. This is Gerard Kennedy calming things down. Another sub being lined up for New York. Tell you about that in a second, but let's follow the play here. Like they're being very calm. You see, in years gone by, maybe 5 or 6 years ago here at DCU, they wouldn't have known to calm it down here and just wait and play the patient game. They would have just gone headstrong forward. Now they know how to play the game, and this for the lead. It's a centre half back. It's Aaron Traynor, and it's wide. Oh, the cheers went up. They thought they'd got it, but it's wide. But did it get a touch? I think it did, because the goalkeeper's coming up. Ryan Corrigan, he fancies this one. Or was there a foul in there? Maybe that was it. I guess that was probably it. So a chance for Ryan Corrigan. 2-7 to 2-7. Yeah, they're leaving it for Ryan. So Ryan Corrigan, the goalkeeper from Shannon Gales, to put New York into the lead in the Electric Ireland Corner MacLeinn semi-finals. He's a bit of a veteran of coming over to Ireland here. They had the glory years with the 2 wins in a row, and now they're looking to get back to a 4th final in a row, and Corrigan converts to give them the lead. They've come back from 6 down to lead by 1. 20 for New York coming in. Again, I go to the programme and then realise, no, that's the wrong list to go by. 10 is coming off. I know that much. Faker Mathers. Going back to the play. New York win it again. It's a real team effort from, and there's a great ball played in, and it's perfectly played for the substitute, and Lorcan Kennedy has got it. It would be apt if he got the goal. He does. He replaced the big midfielder Ryan Scanlon, who sadly had to go off injured, and they've definitely done it for him in the second half. So it's appropriate that Lorcan, the man who came in, has finished it. He's a fine footballer, and it was a lovely finish. Great ball in as well. Super finish, and New York have gone from 6 down to lead by 4. Full credit to the young Americans in the Electric Ireland Corner MacLeinn Cup semi-finals. MIC Thurles yet to score in the second half. They still had the comfort of the lead, but that's gone. Wiped out, turned around. What have they got? That's well played to get it through to O'Doherty. Is it going to break down? It's just gone through the middle there. And Doherty now tries it. And O'Doherty, I think it is, who puts it over the bar. Or was that Sheridan? I think it might have been Sheridan, actually. It was Sheridan, the Cavan man. That's their first score in the second half. And boy, did they need that one. So 20, come on, for New York. I think that's, let me see, was it 20? Yeah, I think it was. That would be Chris Kennedy. So Chris Kennedy into the play. He's from the Rangers club for New York. Came on a few minutes ago there. And they've won so much ball around the middle. That time it was Gerard Kennedy. Well, they've all stepped up, the leaders in this team, to win ball around the middle of the field. And MacLeinn coming out in front and playing a lovely ball in as well. This is a great brand of football. They've always played a good brand of football. And then they've had to adapt and be smart about how they play the game, and they've done that. And now they're just calming it down. Shane MacLeinn has it. They have a 3-point lead. They're in a great position now. Gerard Kennedy taking up a good position, and then they have plenty of width, and that's good play. But the man who came in, Chris Kennedy, started out in the wing, and he's just drawing it out and bringing that width that's very important in the modern game. Bit of a decoy run. Kavanagh leaves it off. Larkin Kennedy, who got that goal. To be honest, seeing the way he's played, I was surprised that he didn't start the game. Lovely playmaker, as you see. Left or right. And they're just calming it down now and saying to MIC Thurles, well, we don't need to force it. You're the guys who are behind here. We'll just keep ball. And they get it to Gerard Kennedy, and that is a rather obvious foul. And down on the sideline here, one of the managers just turns and gives a bit of a fist pump. They're very happy with that. And guess what? Ryan Corrigan's coming up again, the goalkeeper. Or is he? Well, he got to about halfway. And I think they're saying to him, ah, you're all right. We're okay now. Don't need you just now for this one. Audience online as well, over 500 devices now on the game, which is terrific to see. New York have always been a good attraction on the games here. 2022 we streamed them when they won the Shield final. Was that one down in Waterford? Possibly, I think it was. And then of course they won in 2023, they won the Cup. And 2024 we were down in Kerry with them. And I don't remember where else we were with them. It feels like we've been on a journey all around Ireland with them. And then they were in the final last year, lost in the final, that in Bacon, in Connacht, the centre of excellence up there. But they're back here now in Dublin, in DCU. And doing rather well. Ryan Corrigan, by the way, the goalkeeper, who's going to take this. He has Dublin connections. So he'd love to put this one over. He'd give the team the lead to remember this, to restore the 4-point lead. Not a great angle for a right footer, but no bother at all to Ryan Corrigan. And the man with Dublin connections points in Dublin and restores the 4-point lead. Talking of connections, by the way, Sean Price tells me that Larkin Kennedy is a son of Lawrence Kennedy, a proud dairyman. So connections from all over the country. Now the referee having a word with a couple of players out there. Calming things down a little bit for some reason. Not sure what happened there. But back with the play. It's been played in a good spirit from what I've seen. Well contested. In the cool early evening air here in the north side of Dublin at DCU Sports Grounds. Day 3 of the finals here. New York get it again. They've really taken hold of this game in the second half and taken it to the Irish-born lads and been very impressive, as we've become used to over the last 3-4 years or so from the New York's lads. I'm losing my speech a wee bit here with the cold, I have to admit. Need to keep the jaw going a little bit for another little while. Now they get it to Shea MacLeinn from New York Rangers. Mother from Kerry. Sub who came in. a few minutes ago. Another of the subs, 20 and 22. They've had to use the whole panel today in New York. So they have that 4-point lead, but MIC Thurles still dangerous. They've only scored 1 point in the second half, but they were good in the first half at times, and they definitely have some excellent players out there. So they'll be looking to put in a strong finish here, and 4 points under the modern rules could be wiped away. Not that we've seen any 2-pointers today, I don't think. And that was James O'Sullivan there, and they're getting involved, number 4 from Limerick, from a club called Galbally. And there's a Galbally where I'm from as well, up in Tyrone. Don't know if it's pronounced the same way, but that's what it looks like phonetically, Galbally. Owen Hogan, number 6, keen to get his team going. Ryan looks for Hogan again. Can they find a way through New York? New York have been so good defensively over the years. And you see they're getting 2 or 3 players around it, and on the break they get it and scoop it up. And they keep possession as well. Good strong play by Declan Hughes. Oh no, hold on. They might have given it away here. But as soon as they give it away, they win it back, and that is Adam Smith. Now, bustling his way through. Does he get the decision? Oh, the referee wants to bring someone over, actually. He wasn't happy with that challenge, and I think it's Owen Hogan from Thurles. And he is going to get a yellow card, I think. Well, the referee looked like he was reaching for a card there and then didn't show it. So it's all been about the second half for New York. There's the card. So I hope everyone watching out there in the middle of the afternoon in New York has been enjoying this. Looks like they're in line at least to make the final tomorrow. What a great ball over the top, and a lovely little bit of movement as well from New York. Are they going to finish the job here? And it's a nice effort at a point. It's not just an effort, it is a point. Super score for New York, and that gives them a 5-point lead. What a turnaround it has been. Fabulous play, and it was Shane MacLeinn, one of the veterans of the team, who finished the move. But it was the way the move was played and created. Really, that was impressive. So naive in the early years, but not naive anymore. These boys know what they're about, and they can mix it with the Irish lads. Now, what's that? Referee hasn't got his hand up, so nothing wrong there. He's just letting that one go. Now a free out for MIC Thurles. And they'd look to take it quickly with a solo and go. They're in a hurry. They're 5 down. From 6 up to 5 down. And they've only scored 1 point in that time. Now there's a little bit of silly stuff going on off the ball over to my left, but I'm sure that will be calmed down, and it is. MIC Thurles lost their way a bit, but I wouldn't rule them out. They still look pretty dangerous to me at times. They've still got potential. And I'm told on the live chat from Tommy Corrigan, Roscommon connections. I take it that's for Ryan Corrigan. I had in my notes from previous years there was a Dublin connection there as well, maybe both. Ball fed through as MIC Thurles look to get a point, but they'd love a goal at this stage if they could get one. Michael McCarthy, but he has bustled and hustled out of it by the famous New York collegiate defending. So the second half they've only conceded 1 point. And they've gone from that 6 down at half time to lead by 5. Gleason goes for it. Trim gets it for Thurles. They will come again. And New York, I'm just looking to see if they're breaching, but they're not. There was one went over, but I didn't count one of the lads up at the far end. And I see Thurles get a free. They solo and go. They want to take it quickly, and they might get a score here. No, it's gone to the left, quite wide on the left. There was a player down off the ball. It's a New York player that was off the ball there. New York with the lead, and MIC Thurles looking to take it quickly, so they must be getting a free for something before that. But they really are in a hurry at the minute. They're running out of time. 3:11 plays 2:08. That's 6 in it. Did I say 5 in it? Is that dropping over? It is dropping over, and it's a 2-pointer. 3:11 to 2:10. Maybe it ain't over yet. 20 plays 16. A little bit of hope for MIC Thurles from that. Kick out from Corrigan. He wasn't able just to keep it in. So MIC get a chance to build a little bit of momentum here. Try and get another score. But they're not getting much change, and there's one of the tough challenges you expect from New York coming in there to try and stop them. That was from Kavanagh. Now, is this going to be another 2-point opportunity? Yeah, it's certainly an opportunity. Is it going to be another score? Well, it's pretty much the same place as the previous one. So if we've done it once, he could do it twice. Here it comes. Is it going to the right a little bit? It has, and it's gone wide this time. Well, that would have livened things up. A couple of 2-pointers can change a game, can turn it quickly, but just a 1 went over, so a 4-point game it stays. And New York still very much on course. 6 o'clock in the evening here in Ireland, 1 o'clock in New York. Corrigan's kick out. Your MIC get it, and it's their big midfielder, Trim. And he looks to put it, they're calling a breach. They're calling a breach, but they're not getting it. The referee is not having it. MIC Thurles get on with it. They're trying to get through. Well, hold on. Now the referee is coming over, and I don't think he liked what was said on the sideline. He is rushing over to the sideline here, and he's explaining what is going on. Now, what's he going to give here? Is he going to punish the sideline? He is, you know. And this is the modern new rules for you. And he's going to bring it up, I think, and it's going to be a 13-meter free for New York. And at this time of the game, that's exactly what they wanted, or would have wanted. Perfect for them. Shea McElligott is going to say, thank you very much. 3:11 to 2:10. Just when Thurles were getting back into it, there's another point for New York, and that might just finish the job. Goalkeeper in a big hurry to get this out. But it might just be too late, and that point just might have taken it away from them, and nearly an interception there to get the ball away from them. But MIC Thurles now looking to do something very, very dramatic. They get it to O'Doherty. Feeds it inside. And I think that's Ryan. It is. Ryan still going near the end of his second full game today. 1 in hurling, 1 in football. He runs into trouble though. Runs into the New York defence. And there's Sheridan from distance for a 2-pointer. Oh, that's brilliant from the Cavan man. That is fantastic. That does make it interesting. Brings it back to a 3-point game. 3-12, 2-12. There's still time for MIC Thurles. They look to be out of it, but they're certainly not. Now, a man's gone down off the ball, and there was a coming together, shall we say, between two of them, and it was Ryan who went down from MIC Thurles, and it was the other number 5 involved there, but he's actually talking to an MIC Thurles player. So what's happening here? It looked like an MIC Thurles player had gone down. Well, I think it's maybe a yellow for the New York player who walked away from the referee. But we'll just get on with the game, I think, is what he's saying. So this is important. The aim for Gleeson. He waits, tries to get his jump right, but it's a free for MIC Thurles, and they take the solo and go as quickly as they can. They're in a big hurry now at Sheridan, the cabin man from the Lavey club. Can they get close? They need a goal at this stage, you feel. Maybe a two-pointer won't be enough, but they haven't got anywhere near goal, really. And that ball played over the top. Well, they have a man in there if they can work this. But New York, as I say, are very, very good and well coached at defending. There's no way through. Maybe they're better going for the two-pointer. It's O'Doherty again. Now the chance is here for Owen Hogan. Is he going to try it? He's not. Back to Sheridan. Oh, what's the referee giving here? This looks like a free in for MIC Thurles. There's a player down over to the right. And the referee is going to go in to talk to his umpires to see what happened there. But he blew, so you'd think that he saw something. Maybe he's looking to confirm that. So a chance here. As a result of that, you would imagine for MIC Thurles to at least get a point out of this. So this ain't over yet. Not long left at all. Ryan puts it over. 3-12-2-13. Now they only have a 2-point lead. And if MIC Thurles were to get a dramatic last gasp goal, it doesn't draw it, it wins it. I'm watching the New York players in there. Oh, that's brilliant from Tiernan McLaughlin. I saw him coming up from the back there, getting into the midfield and winning the ball. That was terrific. And now on the run is Lorcan Kennedy to try and just relieve the pressure. They don't actually need a score, but that was great leadership and awareness from the man who's just passed the ball there, Tiernan McLaughlin from the Celtics club. That was fabulous from him. He made a great run on the blind side and just one possession that was vital because they lost the last kick out and then the pressure was on. They just needed that at that moment. That's coming up at the important times to win it. Now they're playing around with it here and they're being confident about it, but they need to keep possession. That's good play by Declan Hughes in there, and New York doing really well here to keep possession under pressure from MIC Thurles. And they've still got the ball. This is terrific play. This is real good game management by New York Collegiate. And they get it to Adam Smith, but he's under pressure. But look how cool he is under pressure. And he bursts through as well. That's fantastic. Brilliant play. And he slips a lovely pass as well. And there's a chance here for New York possibly to finish the job. And it's Chris Kennedy playing it in there. And now it's Shane McElligott. And he is experienced at this level. He plays it across, but it's been intercepted by Ryan. Where is he getting the energy from after playing a full hurling game here on this pitch earlier today and now a full football game? And we're at the end of the football game, but he wants another football game tomorrow. This is Matthew Gibbons. MIC Thurles, 2 points down. He looks for the free. He gets the free for that over robust challenge from Aaron Traynor. New York nerves. They're hanging on. Maybe that's pushing it a little bit. They're comfortable enough, but I'm sure some people watching it in New York will be a little bit nervy at this point. So we're now up to about 600 devices on this game. And people really enjoying it. I'm not sure how long's left. Maybe our director can send me a message and tell me I don't have the clock that you're looking at. So it would be good to know. Must be more or less time up. So it's last chance, I would imagine, for MIC Thurles now. Ryan tries again. The hurler, the footballer, just puts it in there. They're looking for anything on it. What a catch in there. And has he got it? He has, and it's all over. Or is it? Has it ended up in the net? Real drama. Well, the referee looked away. And behind him, they're claiming that the ball ended up in the net. So utter confusion. They're saying the ball was in the net. I thought he blew the whistle after the catch in the square, which surely has won it for New York. I think that's what the referee is saying. 3-12 to 2-13. But MIC Thurles are claiming that the ball ended up in the net. But I think it was maybe a second after. So maybe they got in, challenged the New York player who'd won the ball and put him and the ball over the line. Now, where's the referee in all this? There's a lot of black out there. There he is. And he's come out and is explaining. I'm pretty sure he's explaining to them, I'm sorry, lads, but that was too late. Just a second too late. And they're appealing, but I don't think it's happening. I hope I've read that one correctly. It looks to me that New York have seen this out. And there's their other midfielder is also injured. And that's a nice moment there. He's shaking hands even though he's on the ground. That is Ronan Melly with Aaron Trim, the Cork man. A nice touch from him even though he's on the losing side. But I'm pretty sure New York have won this, and the scoreboard on the ground says 3-12 to 2-13. Well, that was a great wee game, wasn't it? Always is when New York come here to the Higher Education Electric Ireland Championship finals and semi-finals week. And if my reading is correct, New York are in the final tomorrow where they'll play the British champions, and that is Edge Hill Liverpool John Moores combination. They won earlier today, so we look forward to that final tomorrow. So hope you enjoyed it out there in New York or wherever you have been watching it. I'll just check one last time on the YouTube for any last comments there. Yeah, somebody calling for VAR. We don't have that. Well done, New York, is the messages coming through from the likes of Joan Henchy. Thanks for that, Joan. I know you love watching these games, and I know it's great to showcase them out there to show everyone in America that the lads come over here, can mix it with the Irish lads. And they've reached their 4th Corna MacLeann's final in a row. That's an amazing achievement considering where they have come from. So New York, and they fully deserved it. And to be fair to them, they did it for their injured comrade, their midfielder who had to go off, Ryan Scanlon. So at least that'll cheer him up a little bit, and they showed great heart, organisation and good football as well. So well done to New York. They'll be back again tomorrow, and so will we.